Hello, 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 everyone. How is it going? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up so that I know you hear me. Because you guys know I never know if I have this thing on or off or what. Oh my goodness. I see Kenneth Bailey, first one in the house. To you, Kenneth. Hi, Adele. I know it's a happy Saturday. Hey, Vaughn's, how's it going? Vaughn's on a roll. Rose Grace is in the house. Oh my goodness, it is just a beautiful, beautiful day. There's only a few of us, but you know what? Hey, that is okay by me. Hey, Graham says, good morning, fellow Globies, on a bright, sunny Sunday morning in how do you say that? Jury, Australia. Oh, a bit lonely with the bride away in England. Oh my. Okay, Graham. Now you know you can't get in trouble and behave yourself because I'm sorry, but we will have to tell on you if you do anything you shouldn't. or or go out and spend hordes of money on sporting material or goods or something. Oh my goodness. So, oh, Cuddles is here, Jessica's here. I'm heading I'm heading off to meet some folks after this, but hey, I am so happy to be with you. I don't know if any of you saw the video that I did that posted this morning about Teresa, and we were able. Well, we didn't get it completely cleared out. There's still some stuff in the back well area where the seat goes down, and a few other things. But I'm telling you, if you've seen it, did you see the picture of the storage unit? It was filled from top to bottom. Three of us worked for hours on that, and oh my goodness, oh, I tell you, God is certainly good, because when I opened up the side doors, the sliding glass doors, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Let's see who else is in the house. Caroline is here. Hello. Three Generations is in the house. Oh my goodness. Hey, Judy. Hello. Aren't we not having the most beautiful weather here in Southern California, Judy? Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Oh, you saw the video, Caroline. Oh my goodness. Hey, Adele, you saw the video too. Whew, I tell you, it was, at first I really thought that I had just taken on more than I really could handle. But hey, you know what? It worked out. Braun says, greetings from Victoria, Australia. Oh my goodness. I know. Isn't that an inspiring story? And I'm looking forward to the completion of it. Tentatively, I have to check with Pascal, but tentatively, we're scheduled to do the start the build at least the beginning of next month. But we've got to figure out how to get those middle seats out, and none of us, as me, Teresa, or Jose, know how to do that or have the tools. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure out. I have some young fellows that I met recently, and I think they might lend us a hand. I think they just might. I don't know. Tara says hello and well done on all the work on her van. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Cheryl, longtime viewer. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Cheryl, you being a longtime viewer. Hey, JK, I saw some of your uh, comments on the video. I know. I can't wait for the final reveal myself. Oh, but I feel like we ran a marathon. We were the underdogs, but we ran a marathon and we completed it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with where we're at this stage. And you know how little successes help prompt you on to bigger successes? Well, I think getting the van cleared out did a lot. I was so proud of Teresa. I mean, I was so proud of her. It may not have seemed like a lot, but she did get rid of a lot of stuff. And I am proud of her that she went forward even with all the trepidation. And I know she was feeling a lot of anxiety, but she overcame that and she had the courage to go forward. And I'm so proud of her. I really am. I'm uh Cheryl says long time view. Oh, I read that already. Keeping up with Colorado. Hey, keeping up with Colorado. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? I hope you are. In fact, I hope you're doing much better than okay. I hope you're thriving. Uh, let's see. Uh, Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Cheryl said she loves the content. I really work hard. I'm not just throwing stuff up there or anything, but even on a day that I may not have an interview or I may not have, I have a whole list of all of these topics that I'd like to explore. And some of them take a lot of research, some of them don't take as much, but I really work hard on putting together content and topics that I think is meaningful and will add value to the viewer or whoever that may be who's watching it, no matter if they're young, old, male, female, whatever, but it will be something that can help folks. If not in your immediate life, maybe in the lives of someone that you're connected to. So thank you for recognizing that, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Uh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful in Northern California too. Oh my goodness. I am planning to do some real traveling this summer. You guys may have seen my video where I talked about that I'm going to be taking a break of a month long every year from now on. And I'm trying to decide what month to do it in. Excuse me, my throat is so dry, I have to keep sipping a little bit. But most people on YouTube who take a break, they do it in January, February, March, because those are the 3 months that our revenue goes way down because after Christmas, advertisers, I'm guessing, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm guessing they're not spending as much as they did before Christmas and their budgets are tight and they're, regrouping. But you all know I've done my channel very differently from what is the standard wisdom about building a YouTube channel. I don't, put videos up on Sundays. I don't do interviews. And let me tell you, I have passed up some interviews that the only day the person could do them was on a Sunday. Those were interviews I knew would go viral. I mean, probably, some of them probably 1 million views. But I felt, you know what? I made this commitment. I'm going to keep it, and God's going to honor me for keeping it, and He'll make it up to me other ways. But I tell you, the first couple times that I had to pass up an interview, a really big interview, because the only day to do it was on a Sunday, I really was, oh my goodness. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, could I justify this? Well, maybe I could do, and it all came back down to, no, you've made this commitment and you need to honor it. So, but anyhow, I say that to say that I have gone against traditional wisdom, like by not airing on Sundays, not touring or doing interviews on Sundays. And I think I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that I may go against traditional wisdom again, in that I'm going to take one of the summer months off. And that is prime real estate on YouTube. Those are prime money earning months. That and the holidays. But I think I'm going to take that off because my priority, as much as I love YouTube and much as I love all you, my priority is my family. First, my relationship with God, then my family. And I think I like to take time off during the summer, not have the pressure to produce videos and content and research and everything, so that I can spend a full month just exploring and doing fun things with Jessica. So I want to dedicate, that time to her, and to spending time with going to visit maybe my brother Donald, or doing family vacation. We haven't done a family vacation in a couple of years. So I'll keep you posted though. But again, keep me in prayer, because I am going to do something again that goes against all the sage advice that people give on YouTube about not posting videos during a prime month. But anyhow, let's see. Uh, oh, Judy says, yes, we are, but I'm scared of what the summer will bring. Well, you know what, Judy? Get in your Airstream and just go up somewhere where it's not hot. That's the nice thing. You have your beautiful Airstream. You can just head on up to somewhere cooler, up in Colorado, wherever you want to go. That's the fun thing about having our rigs is we can go wherever we can follow the weather. Vaughn's saying hello to everyone. Hey, Road Warrior 213 from McAllen, Texas. Oh my goodness. My nephew just moved to Texas. So I may be going to Texas to visit him soon. Inviting myself, I might add. Hey, hippie Mimi. Hello, hello. Cheryl Carter says life changing for her. I hope so. I hope so. You know, I try to be realistic. Sometimes, I encounter people who are maybe laying down on the ground outside of a McDonald's. And the most I can usually do for someone like that, on occasion I can always buy a meal for that person, and I've done that. And sometimes I'll have an extra blanket in my car, and during the winter I hand out those blankets. And I often buy socks during the winter, and I hand out socks because that seems to be something people are in need of and that's in demand. But I try to recognize and not overstep what I really can realistically do. And I don't, at first I used to feel bad. Oh, I can't do this. I should be able to do this. This doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's just a drop in the bucket. But, I had to catch myself and say, you know what? I'm doing what I can do, and acknowledge to myself that I can't go around. I can't change 30 years of a certain lifestyle. I can't get a person off of substances, someone who's abusing them. But what I can do is offer hot meals, sometimes a blanket, sometimes some cash. But I can be content and move on and not dwell on what I couldn't do. So that's what I've really been focusing on, is not dwelling what I can't do and do what I can. And that's the case with Teresa. Identified what I thought I realistically could do that would have an impact in her life. And that's what we're going to try and do. And by the way, there is another YouTuber who is going to have a significant role. In fact, he's going to have the most significant role because he's going to do the build. But I will announce him when we get ready to start the build. And I hope when I do, you guys will go over and show him mad love. I mean, mad love for taking the time and using his brain power and his creativity and his skills to do what he's going to do for Teresa. Hey, Carla. Hello. Good evening to you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. Linda Stokes says she loves the videos. Hey, Jenny Price. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. Everyone's saying hello. Cynthia is saying it is 85 in Redding. Oh, I have a family member who lives in Redding, and I'm telling you, it gets hot there in the summer. So if it's 85 now in April, whoo, but it's raining cats and dogs in New Kearney, Texas. Oh my goodness. Well, didn't they just have tornadoes and something going through parts of the Midwest and on the East Coast? Oh my goodness. But yeah, Redding gets toasty. I'm telling you, Redding, Sacramento, that whole area. Kim Jones says, how much was the storage locker? It was not very much. It was, I say not very much. But there was one that with a deal and YouTube deal and all that, it was like $45 or some dollars a month. But when I looked at it, it wasn't in the best area. It was a longer drive for her to go. And this one was, I think it was $105 a month. It was $105 a month. and I think we got, I'm trying to remember, I have to look at my paperwork, but I think we got was it the first month free? Anyhow, so then we had to buy the lock because they required you to buy the lock, and then we they require you to have insurance for the contents. So we had to pay for the insurance, and there was one other thing, administrative fee. So it actually, it added up. It added up, but I'm okay with that. I had to look at what was the easiest way and what was the most likely way that we would see success. And I thought getting a storage unit, because I had done some research during the weeks leading up to this week, and looked at different storage units. I found the best prices. I found the best locations. Went by to see where they were. A couple of the ones that I looked at were upstairs. So that means anything that we would have had to bring, we would have had to go upstairs. Now, some of them had elevators, but you had to go way to the back and then up elevators or upstairs. And I looked at these things and I thought, okay, what are things that are going to present an obstacle and opportunities to have her mind changed? What are things that are going to be so far that it's going to put a financial burden on her to drive there and back? I mean, I looked at all of these things, and the one that, well, ultimately I let her choose. I said, which one do you want? And this is the one where we put it, was the one where she wanted to go. I wanted to make everything as easy as possible so we could get the cooperation and get this thing going. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win situation. Now, I don't plan to have everything in there more than a few months, because I'm hoping we can get things scaled down and go through some things. But I knew that wasn't going to be just a month-long process. That was going to take longer than a month. So currently I'm signed up for 2 months, but I have it on my credit card where it's going to automatically renew. So if we're not out of there by, and you have to get a 2-week notice. So if we're not out there by a certain date, they're just going to automatically bill me again. But you know what? It is what it is. If we have to go past that, we'll deal with those things as we come to them. But the main thing is, I'm just keeping my vision and my eye on the prize, and that is getting the van cleared out, getting her a bed, a comfortable situation where she can get a good night's sleep and not be sleeping on the passenger seat in her minivan at 82 years old. Okay, so it is what it is. The other stuff we'll figure out. I'm looking around to try and see what size toilet would fit best in there, what size refrigerator. I have a large generator power station, but it's so big and so heavy, it's really too cumbersome for her to deal with. So I think I need to get her a smaller one that if she needed to, she could carry it into a library and maybe charge it in. Because one of the libraries I know for free, if you have a library card there, you can just plug into their you can not rent, you can book and get a reservation on a conference room. They're small. They're about the size of the back of my van, are less than that, but you can book them for 2 hours. And they have plugs all around inside of the conference room for you to plug your computers in. So I want to get a power station for her that she can pick up and that she could carry into the library, go into one of those rooms and sit there and let it charge for 2 hours whenever she needed to do that. So we're going to need to get a smaller power station than the one that I have for her. So, oh my goodness, who is this that gave someone gave Kim, thank you. Kim, oh my goodness, thank you very much. I'm going to tell you, we have enough donations. We really do. And honestly, at the start of this, I was planning to just handle it myself. I was just going to pay for whatever needed products we needed to do, wood, whatever. And then when I shared the video, everyone online started just sending in donations, which I should have realized that people would do that, honestly, because my Globies are the kindest, most generous, loving people out there, I think. And I should have realized that, but I was surprised, overwhelmed, and just heartened. But I'm going to work on getting a I went by um, mailboxes type of place where you can rent a box, but there's little problems with. Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't want to go into all her information, but I'm going to try and get it so she can get it in her name, so that anyone who wants to donate can do it directly to her. But Kim, thank you very much. That's so kind of you. Very kind of you. I appreciate that so much. And oh, my I've got to get a horn, a real horn one of these days and do that. But thank you, Kim. I just appreciate that. Very, very generous of you. Um, but let's see who else is. I lost track of where I was. But anyhow, we're getting it done. Kim M says, so glad that she decided to give up so much and go forward. Yes. Like I said in the description for the video, those possessions represented a lot more than possessions. I don't understand all of it, but it also represented, I think, control. And this is the one thing she still has control over. She can hold on to it or not let. And so, when your life has, spiraled out of control somewhat, and you have something you have control over, that becomes important. And it's symbolic of more than just the possessions. And so I don't understand all the dynamic associated with it, but I do know that it represents something much more. And I'm doing my best to be respectful and understanding, because I'm like, okay, I'm usually okay. Let's go. We got a task. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's get this. Let's get done. Let's move it on out. But this is not one of those cases where you can do that, not effectively and not kindly. So we're going at her pace, and hopefully, it is what it is. But let's see. Oh, Tara says it's 40 in Michigan, but no snow. No, thank you. I'll take Southern California any day. Graham says, Tara, my mate Rob up in Humpty Doo with the 6 girl bride's name is Tara as well. Oh my goodness. Graham, you're at it again. I'm going to tell the bride when she comes back. Let's see. Oh, JK says, I have faith that her belongings can be organized in a better way after the build. I think so too. The key, I don't really want to get a rooftop storage. I just don't want to do that because I can't see myself climbing up and down on one of those things, much less her. But if it comes to that, we may have to, and then she'll just have to get help to get someone to get things out of. A lot of that stuff probably she probably uses the same. When I'm on the road, honestly, I cycle through the same 3 or 4 outfits, wash them, wear them again, wash them. I don't need 50 outfits when I'm on the road because it's just easier to have things that go together, that match, and wear them over, stop at a laundromat. I'm kind of guessing she might do that too, and that all of this stuff that she has, a lot of it is clothes. She probably or might not ever get around to wearing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Miss Net, hello. Miss Net is saying hello to everyone. H Stone says, "Oh, from Western North Carolina. Oh my goodness, are you near Charlotte anywhere?" I'm 92 tulips on the videos. Okay. Can't figure out how to change it. Watch the video. Oh, that's your name on YouTube. I have no clue. Tell you the truth, my goddaughter's husband signed me up, my channel up for me. I have no idea how to do it. So maybe someone on here can tell you how to change a name, because I certainly don't know how. Thank you, Linda. I hope I'm an inspiration to, someone was asking the other day on a program I was watching, how do you feel? I think it was on Life something with Oprah and what's her name? Ayana Van Sant. And they were saying that the best way to improve your mental health, sometimes, not if it's, really serious, no, but how to elevate your spirit is to help someone else. And I would encourage all of you to try that. In fact, I'm challenging you guys today. This week, do something for someone else. And next week, tell me about it. Also, I'm having a lot of challenges this week. I have another challenge. Start off each day with an affirmation. It can be the same one every day, or it can be a different one, but start off each day with a positive affirmation. All right, let's see who else is on here. Eyes wide shut. I see you. Saying howdy glow, watching your great work from Queensland, Australia. Oh, I have a lot of folks from Australia in the house today. Oh, that's one place I haven't been. I really would like to visit. Oh my goodness. Hello, Jean W. How are you? Oh my goodness. Tara says my dad named me after Gone with the Wind, Graham. Oh my goodness. I remember that. Graham said the bride's mom is crook. That's why she's in Liverpool, England. She's crook. Uh-oh. I don't know, Graham, if you should be saying this, because your bride might watch this. Is crook. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, because I want to stay on the bride's good side. Hey, Donna Flynn. Hello. Says I've started investing in stock, beef, chicken, and vegetables. Someday I hope to be a billionaire. Top that one, Graham. Donna, that's a good one. Now, Graham, you've got some competition here, Graham. You, for a long time, you were just a solo act, but now you've got some competition. I like that, Donna. You had me going for a minute there. Let's see who else. Jean W says I watch your channel all the time, but think I caught a live before. I don't think. Oh, well, welcome, Jean. Everyone say hello to Jean. Welcome, Jean, into the house. We're so glad you caught the live. I love the work you do with the older van vehicle dwellers. Thank you. I'm telling you, there are more and more, and something's definitely got to be done to improve the situation of so many people who deserve better. Hi, Patty Irwin from Coronado. Oh no, Corona. Okay, Corona. I need to put my glasses on before I start the show. I couldn't find him. But Patty from Corona. Hello, Patty. Yeah, Adele says, good one, Donna. Carla says, I'm proud of you, Carol. All money isn't good money. That's true. All money is not good money. And, I passed up a lot of money. You guys, I was looking at oh my goodness, a huge bus going by. Oh my goodness, that would make such a good, it's like a limousine bus, but oh wow, what a van that would make. Ooh. But anyhow, I digress. What was I saying? Oh goodness, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's right. Carla was saying that all money isn't good money. Well, I was looking earlier today at all the offers I get in from different companies. I get literally now about 15 offers a day from different companies wanting me to, anywhere from men's clothing to sofas, although there was a really nice sofa. I would have loved to have that sofa, but that's not something most of my viewers could use. But to sofas, to tools, to you name it, the things. And I've only done one. And so far I have 4 companies that I would like to work with. 4 companies, and I'm going to reach out to them at some point in the next couple of months and see if I can't start working with them. But actually, it's 5 companies. 5 companies I'd like to work with, and that's it. That's all I want to do. But Donna Flynn is saying hello. JK says, I wish some rich philanthropist would watch your videos and throw you a bunch of money. Hey, you and me both, JK, you and me both. Wouldn't that be cool? But you know what? Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to money and I wouldn't be opposed to being wealthy, but sometimes money brings additional problems. So, you know, I would love that. I would rather set up it so that it would be, if I have a project, they would just fund the project. Go on to another project, they fund that project and they take care of all, but they don't want to handle the paperwork. They just want to hand over the money, then you handle it. So I have some ideas for that. I have a few things in the works, but it's going to take a couple months. But when I get it done, you guys will be the first to know about it. Hey, Redheaded Riding Hood. Oh, you're never late, Red. So glad you were able to join us. Cheryl Carter's asking me, do I RV full or part-time? Part-time, Cheryl. I have always been part-time from the very start and probably will be part-time, although I'm looking at some point maybe going out for 2, 3, 4 months at a time and then coming back and going back out. But I am part-time. I have certain commitments and responsibilities that require my presence often. But who knew I would be retired and have more commitments than before I retired? Who knew? Oh my goodness. But I think having a homestead for people who are full-time on the road, I think it really is so helpful because sometimes you just get tired and you want to take a break. You don't want to have to worry about only having 14 days and then having to find somewhere else, or boondocking somewhere and having someone kick you out, or having to go to the expense of paying for an RV park, because RV parks now have gotten really expensive. I was shocked. I was looking at one to see what their rates were. $95 a night. That's like for 2 weeks, it's over 1,000. Let's say 950 for 10, 11, 12. That's over $1,300 for 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's insane. I don't know who can afford to do something like that. Even the ones that are only $40 a night, and good luck finding one of those. That's still $1,200 a month. If you're getting $1,300, $1,400 a month for Social Security, you can't pay that. So, yeah, I think having a homestead, I am so surprised that more folks have not gone in with people to buy a plot of land. I know Pandemonium, Aja from Pandemonium, my understanding is, I haven't spoken with her, but my understanding is that she went in with 3 other people and they split a property in 4. So I don't know why more people don't do that. I mean, it just seems like it would be the thing to do. And then, if your property is somewhere where it's cold in the winter, you could spend the summers there. If it's somewhere where it's hot in the summers, you could spend the winter. I mean, but you'd have somewhere, if you just needed a break and to rest, to go and just to rest for a little while. But I don't know. I don't know. Uh, hey, intentional frugality and budgeting. Hello. Um, Thank you, Linda says that I deserve time for myself and my family. Sending prayers to you. I will take all the prayers I can get. I will just accept them. Um, let's see. Hey, Jenny Price says, you keep doing it your way. I'm going to do my best as long as I can, Jenny, to do it my way. Hey, CW, hello. Martina one is saying, hi, keeping up. Oh, okay. Adele says, gas prices in California are too high to travel right now. They really are quite high. But that's one of the things, if you are van life full time, you have the ability to control by cutting down on your traveling. But if you had a homestead, you could go there and kind of ride out the high gas prices for a while, or maybe save up for 3 or 4 months and then go out on the road for, I just think there's so much value and so many good points about having a place to retreat to. Look at what happened during the pandemic with so many RV parks weren't taking people, or campsites weren't allowing new people to come in. It was a nightmare. People were really just frantic. Uh, oh, Red says it snowed again in Denver. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Graham says, hey, how am I supposed to live without you now after loving you so long? Told you I should write songs. Oh, Graham. Let's see. Gene W says the Great Northwest seems like it would be great to visit in the summer. It, oh, I tell you, that whole area is beautiful in the summer. Oh, there's that area. I'm trying to up near Shasta Trinity National Forest. There in that area, I think in that particular one, there are 3 waterfalls, and there's a upper one, a mid one, and a lower one, and just beautiful. We camped there a few years, about 3-4 years. Let's see, about 3 years ago. I don't know what the prices are like now, but I have the America the Beautiful Pass, and with my national forest, staying at a national forest, or that national forest with that pass, it was $7.50 a night. And we were just right up at a place where we could walk right down a little path to the water and to waterfalls. It was just, I'm telling you, I strongly urge anyone who's traveling, especially if you're a senior, even if you're not, to get the America the Beautiful Pass. For seniors, it's $80, or it was when I bought mine, $80 for a lifetime pass. You get your little membership card, and I've stayed at some really nice places right on a lake for $12.50 a night. I mean, let's see. CW says, you deserve private time. Thank you. Be able to explore without posting videos, but we'll miss you. What my plan is to, which I've never been able to do this no matter how hard I've tried, but maybe I'll get it done this time, is to get 4 or 5 or 6 videos. I probably need 2, 4, 6, about 8 videos already done, and post them, have them scheduled ahead of time. So even while I'm on the road, I can have some videos playing. And I might still do a couple of lives. I wouldn't do one every week during the month I take off, but I might do a couple of lives, We'll see, I'm just figuring it out as I go. Judy said, yes, gas is still rising daily, sad to say. Yeah, it is daily. And I think the average now is about $5.50 and above here in California. And this isn't even the peak of the summer traveling season. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like when summer really rolls in. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we get the brunt of the high gas prices here in California. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. You inspire me by coming on and telling me this. So it keeps me, you guys really fill my tank up every week in your comments, but especially on the live. You just fill my tank up and gives me the momentum and the fuel to go the following week. So thank you, each and every one of you. Braun says, I can relate to doing only what you can do. It's better than doing nothing at all. Yes. And it's better than trying to wear yourself out, trying to do things that really you weren't meant to do. So I'm working on that. I'm really working on that. Hey, Nancy Strickland says, lots of little drops can fill the bucket. I like that. I like that. That is very true. I like that saying. I'm going to have to remember that. Jean W says, sometimes a person just wants a conversation. sometimes. Um, I was listening to, actually, I listen to a lot of motivational things. I listen to a lot of things on finance. I am constantly researching to get ideas for my channel. And I was watching something, the thing again with Ayala Van Sant, and Oprah said something that I found really startling, but I guess it shouldn't have been that startling. I don't know about all of you if you remember some years and years back, and this is how she met Dr. Phil. So this has been what, over 20 years ago. I think it was the Texas Beef Association or something. I don't know. She said something about hamburgers. I don't know what, but she said something about hamburgers or hot dogs or something, and they sued her. They sued her, and she went to court, and she had to go to court in Texas. And she was saying how she was going. She said she was there. She was alone. She felt so alone, and I'm thinking, huh, a billionaire feels alone. But you know what? Money can't insulate you from everything. And she was really despondent and really down. And she said, as she was walking up the steps to the court, a woman handed her a matchbook, a little matchbook. And she said, open it. And when Oprah took it from her, and when she went up the steps, she opened it. And inside the little matchbook, it said, I am praying for you. She said, that's all it said. She said she kept that matchbook, I think, through the entire trial. And she said she actually kept it for a very long time. So, Jean, when you say sometimes a person just wants a word of encouragement, attaboy, we don't, you never know when just a kind word dropped on someone can make such a difference. I think I may have shared this. I haven't thought about this in a really long time. It's funny how one comment can make you think of all these things. But I was about 18 at the time. Yeah, I was 18. And I had started working a little part-time job while I was going to college. And it was only my second part-time job. My first one was for about 2 or 3 months at McDonald's. And then I got another job. And this woman worked with me. She was about 8 years. See, I was 18. She was about 9 years older than I was. And one afternoon after we got off work, our place where we worked closed at 6 o'clock or something like that. So when we got off, she was like, well, let's go out to Chinese food. I was like, I don't want to go out to Chinese food. I do not. First of all, even then I was very frugal, and I didn't have a lot of money, and I did not want to spend it going out to eat. I just did not want to spend it going out to eat. I wanted to go home and just probably make a tuna fish sandwich or something. And she just kept persisting. Plus, I was going to then have to, if we're going out to eat, then I was going to get late. And I usually walked home from work, and it was quite a distance. But if it got late and dark, then I'd have to take the bus home. And I was like, it just was such a hassle. But she was so persistent. I don't know, there was something about her persistence that was almost desperate. I was only 18, so I didn't really understand it, but something said, just go out to dinner with her. So we went out to dinner. It wasn't till a couple weeks later that she told me that it was her intention, that why she was asking me so much to go out to dinner with her was because she had been having thoughts of, I'm going to say unaliving, because if you say certain words on YouTube, they get all, stressed out. But she was going to unalive herself that night. And by me going out to dinner with her, that stopped her from doing it. And I thought, wow. So you never know. A little thing can have such big impact or consequences. Anyhow, all right, enough of my old history. Eyes wide shut says driving while watching Glow. Wait a minute. Your eyes are wide shut. So your eyes are shut and you're driving and you're watching me. I don't know. Eyes wide shut. Kenneth says the ocean is a lot of drops in the bucket. Yeah. Hey, Chef Santa Travels. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Chef Santa's asking. Well, I'm doing fine. I hope you are too. Oh my goodness. Do you know that Judy, I'm looking here as I see Judy's name up here with a wrench next to her name. Judy was my very first, if I'm not mistaken, my very first um, moderator. She was, oh, poor Judy was being worked into the ground. She was here every week, every week, every week. And she was the only one on here trying to find, check this, check that. So thank you, Judy. If I have not asked you, and Red is here so just faithfully, and all of you, Graham's a moderator. Nora's not here today, but Nora is you almost always here from. Oh my goodness, you guys have just lifted me up and really truly been the wind beneath my sail that keeps me afloat. And I want to thank all my moderators. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Chef Santa Travels and all of you. I'll check and see if there's anyone else keeping up with Colorado. Oh my goodness. So Graham says I had to go into town yesterday to pick up a few things and top up with fuel. I came away shaking my head. I what? $550? What did you buy, Graham? You say a few things? Holy moly. Although the last time I filled up, it was, I think, $110. Ooh, oh my goodness. Keeping up with Colorado says, oh, is saying hello to everyone. Oh my goodness. Hey, Paula. Hello. Says hello from North Florida. Ooh, already in the high 80s here. Love your inspiring videos. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Oh yeah, you guys are getting. Well, we're not too far from the beach, so that's really nice. So we get a breeze. So it's nice. Eyes Wide Shut says, all good. Only had to drive a short distance. Arrive at next stop now. Okay, Eyes Wide Shut. Oh my goodness. One thing at a time, Carol. Okay. Red says that is so great you did that for Teresa. Hey, you know what? And Jose was there working too. We were all three working. I tell you, we were all three working. CW says, Carol, you are awesome. We need more caring people in the world like you. Thank you, CW. I appreciate that. Everyone is saying hello to everyone. Road Warrior. Did I miss Road Warrior? I see someone saying hello, but I don't. Did I miss Road Warrior? Well, hello, Road Warrior, if I missed you. Nancy says, helping others always makes you feel so good. It's a win-win. That's so true. Helping others is absolutely a win-win. And it just does something to you. Cynthia says, Reading does get toasty. Yep, up to the hundreds a lot of the time. But here in Texas is the humidity that is getting me. But God said, moving forward, and here I am. Well, if that's where you're meant to be, then that's where you're meant to be, and good things will come from you being there, Cynthia. Jean W says, maybe she can wheel it in. I forget what we were saying about wheeling. I must have lost something. But wheel the chairs in. I'm not sure. To the storage unit. But anyhow, hey, Pat says, well, that's a great idea to go to the public library. Oh, yeah. And like I said, one of the ones here, I know at least one here, has little conference rooms. You can just reserve. You can reserve, I think, up to 2 weeks in advance or something. I don't know. And you can reserve a couple of days. So you go in on a Monday or Tuesday, go in on a Tuesday and maybe a Friday, or Tuesday and a Saturday, charge your unit up. I mean, she's not traveling long distances, so she'll be around where she can do that on a regular basis. Or heck, go in 3 times a week. It's only, and top it off. But Cynthia says Reading. Oh, okay, I missed that. I already got that. So let's see. Everyone is saying I know, JK, so kind of Kim. Thank you again, Kim, for your generosity. Cynthia says, keeping up with Colorado and everyone. This is my first live chat to respond to. Well, okay, I'm going to do this now. Everyone that it's your first time in the house, would you put a number one so everyone can see and we can welcome you, give you the Globy welcome? Could you do that? Because I'm getting ready to head out here. I got to go meet up with some folks, some van lifers. Do you believe that? So everyone who's at your first time, put a one in here, would you? I'm way behind on these comments. Um, yeah, I don't want to see a 82-year-old. I don't want to see anyone going through tough times keeping up with Colorado, Lori. But I especially don't want to see an 82-year-old one. Virginia says Kim made me cry a little. I wish I could help also. You know what? I'll tell you, each and every one of you can help. Just pray for her. Pray for her. And that really is so much more valuable than you will ever realize. That you can help. You don't have to only give money. Those that help monetarily, that's great, but you can pray for her and that will help. Um, Kim M says, absolutely, I understand that completely. Hey, Elisa, Inez, hello, hello. Let's see. Kim M says, I'm a psych nurse and I deal with this a lot. I bet. I can't imagine the things you deal with, Kim. I just can't imagine. Jean says, hopefully you can incorporate some of her stuff into the build so it feels like her home. We're going to do the best that we can. We really are going to do the best that we can. Um, it's limited just to how many cabinets we can come up with. But if we can get a bed that can rise up or raise up, we can have, my idea is having maybe 6 of those containers from Costco or 8 of them. And that way she can raise the bed up and get into them and access them. That's what I'm thinking about. And I talked to Pascal about that. So we'll see. Emily says, I love what you're doing. God bless you and your beautiful spirit. Thank you. God bless you too. And God bless each and every one of you. Cynthia says, yes, Red, God moved me to Texas because my husband had dementia and Parkinson's. Oh my goodness. Now that is a lot to deal with. I just can't even imagine, Cynthia. Oh my goodness. Red says, yes, there's much behind hoarding emotional stuff, maybe trauma. I've helped out a few hoarders myself and mild hoarder who downsized to fit everything into my car when I left GA. Well, I would have to say that I'm a mild hoarder and I have to really work on it because I could see I could let it get out of hand if I let it. Thank you. Sheila says hi, Carol and Jessica. Miss Sheila says hello. So Jessica says hello back. Jean says I work at home and just rotate through the same stuff. Yeah. So you don't really need that much. H Stone says I'd love 40-degree weather right now. I'm about an hour from Charlotte and okay, an hour from Asheville. That's one place I've been wanting to go in North Carolina is Asheville. And I am going to make it there. God willing, one of these days I'm going to make it to Asheville. I've heard so much about it. Laura says, I understand perfectly trying to wrap up mom's estate. Oh, and it's hard to let go of stuff. I've saved some stuff and donated some and left a garage sale pile for sibs. Yep. It's, Kim Jones says, I just did something nice. Well, good. You did just do something nice. So you did something for your week. Okay. Thank you. Did something for your week. My Life Reform says, I think people are giving money not just for the vehicle build, but storage as well as to cover some of our other financial needs in the future. Well, what my intent is, anything that's not used in the build that we, don't need, just to give it to her. I think that's what, and I'm going to, maybe do a video asking people who donated if they would, let me know if that's okay. Because I do not want to hold on to any money that were specified for her. So, like I said, once we get everything done, and we'll figure out what we're going to do in the storage situation. But we've got a couple months to deal with that. We don't even have to deal with that right now. But once we get it done and anything that might be left over. And I think there will be, but I don't know. But anything, depending on how. I'm not someone who's going to go out and buy real expensive, super uber expensive stuff. In fact, I'm going to reach out to a couple of these people, these literally hundreds, about 300 people, 300 companies a month, and maybe see if I can get a couple of things donated from them. And if not, we can still cover it, and I can cover it. But anything left, I would like to give to her because she needs money for gas and other things. But I'm just excited. I'm really excited. I got pumped up after we got everything. Even the person at the storage unit, there were two people there. There was a manager there, and there was a manager that was over there from another facility, and they were like, we want to see this when it's done. We want to see it when it's done. And they were so helpful. They said, well, you know what, you can use this trash can, you can put some trash. And one of the managers said, you know what, I'd like to see about donating her a sleeping bag if she needs one. I mean, I just can't tell you, and they were so kind. When we get through and she's no longer at that, I really want to give them a shout out and really, just give them a dozen shout outs for how kind they've been to us. Red says, I say it's going to be a good day. Thank you, Lord. Yes. Oh, that's right. Those of you who have affirmations or who are accepting the challenge to do an affirmation or something positive every day, can you real quickly share what that is going to be or what yours is? Hey, Nora, there she is in her car listening. Okay, welcome, Nora. Kate, Journals of Junk. Hi from New Jersey. Hello, Kate. Hello. Tara says, I help homeless veterans keeping up my dad's legacy. Oh, wow. What a legacy to maintain, Tara. That is fabulous. Fabulous. Nora, I can't text. Don't worry, Nora. It doesn't matter. Just sit back and relax, Nora. Sit back and relax. Keeping Up with Colorado says, affirmation, I will love people. Oh, I like that one. Laura Stewart says, not as easy as it looks. Sibs probably wonder what's wrong with me. Things came up like people in the hospital, etc. You know what, Laura? You just do what you can do and don't worry about what other people think, I'm going to be doing a video at some point, like I said, on some of these topics. Intentional frugality and budgeting says, I agree. We gave away all of my mom's furniture and kitchen items, among other things, to anyone that wanted. We put items in categories and post a free sign. All we ask is prayers for her and us. Well, prayers for you. Definitely sending prayers your way. Everyone's saying hello to Nora. Hello, Nora. Nora, you're loved on here. Everyone's saying hello to you. Hey, Catastrophic 1963 says hello. Greetings from Lake Geneva. Oh my goodness. I love what you do for others. Thank you. Jean W saying hello. Okay. Sheila is saying hi to Jean. Hey, Soggy Nomad Press. Hello. I've worked with 2 animal hoarding kids. Ooh, now that's really serious. Over my years in rescue, it can be one of the hardest situations to take on. Thank you for helping this lady. Oh, whoa. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to handle an animal hoarding situation where someone has 15, 30, 20, whatever, cats, dogs. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I would have even been able to go in, to tell you the truth. I know my limitations, I kudos to you, catastrophe. Kudos. I'm sorry, not kudos to you too, catastrophe, but kudos to you, Soggy Nomad Press. I just don't think I could. Hey, Richard CZ, watch your first video. Oh, what a great accomplishment, you and everyone supporting. I hope this snowballs into getting Carol into her own permanent home. It's not me, it's Teresa. I have a permanent home, but thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for your support. Virginia says, if someone dedicated their life to work at raising my kids, I'd like to set up my OPAR with a future home space and some. I know. If you dedicated all those years, not one child, not 2, but 3. Do you know how hard it is to get one person to watch 3 children? 3? I know someone who has three children and she has two nannies, but of course she has a lot of money. But three kids and two nannies. So you know what? Um, After that, I would think that person you would feel something towards them, wouldn't you? But anyhow, I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there. You know, someone much higher than me will hold them to account. Hey, Catastrophe says, greetings, everyone. Soon to be joining the van life. Oh, my. What kind of vehicle are you going to be in? Wow, wow. That's exciting. I hope it's by choice. Is it by choice or we'll let us know. Paula says, hello, everyone. Carol, I myself find it cleansing to get rid of stuff I'm never going to use. Me too. And I've been trying, but this has got lit a fire under me now to deal with my own stuff. Um, a generator company would be good to work with. Yes, I have one that wants to work with me, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to work with them or not. Graham says $2.10 a liter. Wow. 3.5 liters to a US gallon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.30, 7.30. So about 7.35 a gallon. Oh my words. Did you hear that, everyone? It's about 7.35 a gallon for gas where Graham is in Australia. Oh my goodness, in Australia. Holy goodness. When it comes to that, I'm going to, you know what? I guess I'll have to get on with the electric bike company because I'm going to have to be driving or riding electric bike everywhere I go if gas goes up to $7 here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my goodness. Kate's Journals of Junk says Redheaded Riding Hood. I love New Jersey. Close to the beach is great. Absolutely. But I hear the taxes in New Jersey, the home taxes and stuff, I hear it's out of sight, but I don't know. I haven't lived there, so I don't know. Hey, Bobby Joe from Spokane. Sylvia Torres says hello, hello. Yvonne Miranda says hello, Carol. Always a pleasure seeing you on Saturday. Big hug. A big hug back to you too, Yvonne. All right. I got to get out of here. Jessica's going, yeah. Braun says, hi, Carol. I free camp and do a lot of home and pet sits. It works well for me. Braun, I was going to say that is a fabulous, fabulous idea. It is. I know of someone who does, that's all they do. They don't, unless they're taking a cruise or doing something else, that's all they do. They don't own their own home. They don't have an own apartment. And they're not a van person. They just go around the world, not just the country, but the world house sitting. That is a great idea, Braun. Vaughn says, Carol, squatters will move in when some people are gone for a long week and be prepared. Well, I'm going to have someone staying there. I'm not going to be gone for long periods without having someone at my home, you know. Yeah, I'm actually want to work with someone in the legislature to get laws passed in California similar. A lot of things I don't agree with about some of the things happening in Florida, but that thing on squatters, I do agree with that. We need to do that. Needs to be nationwide. The idea is someone can move into your home, take it over, and then you get arrested if you go. Oh no, 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 that's a crime, and they should go to jail. Don't pass go directly to jail. Anyhow, don't get me started. Um, Laura says, "Wow, on the prices of RVing places, yes, yes." Uh, uh, Red says, you're being spammy, Lori, but we love you. We do love you, Lori. We love you. Pat says, that's a great idea to buy property as a group. I don't see how people are going to have a choice, especially seniors, if rents, taxes, insurance continue going up like they have been. I don't see where people are going to have a choice but to cohabitate with other people, to co-share properties. I think if we looked at the world as a whole, the United States is one of the few larger countries, one of the few countries, I should say, where there's not generation. It's not the tradition to have generational living, where you have generations living in the same household, where you have families living in the same household, where you have multiple people. I think we're going to go back to a time where you have boarding houses where people, rent a room, and the person who owns the house maybe makes breakfast, kind of like a B and B breakfast, and what is it, bed and breakfast. I think I don't see the direction it's going in. Plus, there's a movement afoot to stop people from being homeowners, and I'm going to deal with that more. And I've got some more research to do on that, but I'm going to be addressing that also soon. But I say about 15 minutes ago that I was getting out of here. I'm looking to see my number ones. Yeah, Bobby Joe, raw land can be hard to find, but but um, it's not impossible because a lot of people are buying it, especially in Arizona. The only problem in Arizona, like up in Concho in that area, is water. I don't want to have somewhere where I have to have water delivered. I want to have a well, and I want, if possible, to be on municipal water. Judy says, I have a wild and crazy idea. Too bad you can trade Miss Teresa Van and all the funds collected and more to equal an even swap of the other Class B you have. Oh, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into doing anything where I understand it's a great idea. I understand, but I don't want to get into where I'm involved in a business transaction with someone that I'm helping, because it opens up too many opportunities for people to make false allegations and say I'm taking advantage of a person or this. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I just don't want to do that. But thank you for the idea, Judy, and it is a good idea. But I don't. I yeah, it'd be like Teresa decided to sell her van and me buying it from her. There would be literally hundreds of people saying that I ripped her off and I didn't pay her what it was. I mean, that's not something that's going to happen. It's not something that she's doing. I'm just giving that as a hypothetical example. I don't like doing things where it opens me up to false allegations, even though I know they're false and people who know me would know they're false. I just try to stay an arm's distance, actually 10 feet, a whole pole distance away from even the possibility of opening up a can of worms that someone can falsely accuse me of something. But anyhow, oh yeah, there was someone. Oh, speaking of falsely accusing, I'm not going to call out the name of the person, but a person was on and says they did a comment. Me, I went down, I was like, but then I thought about it, I thought, look, instead I sent the comment, but then I thought, let me just kick them off, block them, they're gone. But they were saying, oh, you guys better be careful. I haven't seen any evidence where this money is going, and this is suspicious. And I was like, ooh, buddy, that did chap my hide. But then I thought, why am I let some ignorant person upset me, you know? And I had to talk to myself and say, you know what? One ignorant person out of what, 1,000? Why is it that sometimes we let that one, for lack of a better term, that one dummy, I know I shouldn't have said that, but I'm going to say it again. That one dummy, why do we let that one dummy upset us? I don't know. I guess, Anyhow, Red says, yes, praying for you, Carol. You are still inspiration, even if you take a month off in the summer. Thank you, Red. Thank you. Miss Ned says, I'm still working on my dream of building a solar power tiny home community. Oh, for senior citizens along the east coast of North Carolina. Miss Net, I'm with you. Maybe, maybe we can talk. Maybe we can talk since I have family in North Carolina. We'll talk maybe, Miss Net. Hit me up on email at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail. Maybe we can talk. I don't know. I really kind of I got involved in a long distance real estate matter on the East Coast, and it has been such a hassle. And in fact, I've got to make a trip back there soon. So that's why I was reluctant to do anything, on the East Coast again. But if I had a partner who was on the East Coast, maybe it would work. I don't know. We could talk, maybe, Miss Net. I don't know. I'm not just saying. Brenda Burner says, "Oh, Brenda, finally got some sunshine. I don't want to do any more. Don't want any more snow." I do not blame you at all for that, Brenda. Catastrophe says, "I have many questions about van life. Can anyone please assist me?" Well, you can hit me up on gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. Catastrophe. Is there anyone else on here who would be willing to answer some questions for catastrophe? Catastrophe. Someone who's maybe full time. Um, Also, check out Bob Wells. I think he has a lot of fabulous information. Creativity RV is full time, so I check out for information on, you know. But if you want to, yes, you can email me, Catastrophe. You can. Um, Bobby Joe says, check out Deception Pass in Washington State. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Uh, Oh, Bobby Joe says I am a disabled veteran. I get free passes. Well, that is fabulous. So you've got to you have a reason to be able to go all the time, Bobby Joe. Uh, Judy says yes, Kat, go for it. I'm not full time, but Judy can answer because she has a trailer that she pulls and she has empty black tanks and do all that kind of stuff. Red says YouTube used to time you out for that many emojis. It's called spammy. Oh, keeping up with Colorado. Okay. Oh, well, they don't time you out anymore. I guess you could have 50 if you wanted, you know. Um, uh, Von Rose says, hi, Bobby Joe. Thank you for your service. Yes, Bobby Joe. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think to say that myself, but thank you very much, Bobby Joe, for your service. Okay, Kapitsuzu, I think. I hope I'm saying that right. I live in Washington State with a diesel heater and gas generator. I'm here all year long. Yeah, diesel heater is really. I have a diesel heater in one of my vans, and a gas generator. I know someone who Lindy just bought a gas generator. Yep. The only thing is that they can be a little bit noisy. They can, but if you're out somewhere where you're no one around, you know, that's not a problem. All right. Okay, we're for Gene W says for veterans, the America the Beautiful Pass lifetime pass is free. Oh, that is good. I'll have to tell my brother Donald that. Oh my goodness. Uh Graham says Wiki Camps app is fantastic here in Australia for finding cheaper camping spots. Okay, well, if I ever come to Australia, Graham, I'll keep that in mind. Emily Eubank says I filled up for 317 in Massachusetts yesterday. Oh, but you're in Massachusetts, and I'm not going to deal with the snow, so I guess I'm going to have to pay these. I guess it's sunshine prices for gas. I guess is what we'll call it. All right. Oh, Catastrophe says I'm forced into it. Disabled senior citizen priced out of housing. This is a story I'm hearing more and more and more. Disabled, not disabled, in all kinds of circumstances. Yeah, priced out of housing. It's a story we're going to be hearing more and more. All right. Dad says inch by inch, life's a cinch. That could be too. Kathy says it was about mad cow disease when Oprah made those comments. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Go ahead and email me. I don't answer. I won't be answering until at least next week because I don't do that kind of stuff on Sundays. But email me and I will get back with you, Catastrophe. And Catastrophe is also looking for a Class C. All right. All right. Let's see. I am getting out of here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to. I don't see any ones. We did say I'm so far behind. You guys know how far behind I'm on comments. What I'm gonna have to do. Gotta. Okay. Bye. Chef Santa says he's got to go. Um. Uh, Patty says next neat story. One time my daughter was working in fast food and an older lady ordered and was very sad, just lost her husband. My daughter took her break and sat down with the lady while she ate. You know, it's these random acts of kindness that just you don't even know what you're doing for a person when you're doing something like that. Sounds like you have a lovely daughter, Patty, a really lovely daughter. All right, folks, I am heading out. I'm looking to see if I have any. Okay, I'm down to the ones. Gene W. Okay, you guys. Gene W., Sandy Rum, Daz, Sherry Miller, Zelda Palmer, Julio, Julia rather, Jane Lewis. Oh my goodness, a lot of new people in the house. Uh, Savannah G, Hike with Me, Laura Stewart. Oh my goodness, Derek Dulce. Wow, my pressing impressing onwards. Hello to all of you new folks. We hope you'll be back next week and you'll be a regular Globie. And what happens is we all get to know each other, and when one of us is missing, we're wondering where they are, and we just are really a family on here. Mark H says, I volunteer at a homeless shelter and outside from the overnight beds. And aside from the overnight beds, they have a day room where people can go watch TV, check out a laptop for email, do laundry, take a shower, and even see a nurse. That is a fabulous thing. And I'm going to try and find if there's something like that where, well, I know there's a place where Teresa goes to take showers. They have a place for homeless that they provide a portable shower unit a couple times a week. Okay, Debbie Rivera also is the first time in the house. Welcome all you new Globies. Cynthia is the one. Cynthia is the first time, or I'm trying to say this right, Cynthia. Cynthia O'Gray. I hope I said it right. First time in the house. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Kim says, I bring in my neighbor's trash every week. Not a lot to many. Yes, it is a lot, but to them, a lot. My life has been in service. I cannot imagine what would be if I had chose differently. That's a lot. That's a very lot going over. Do you know what it's like for an older person to have to get up and go out and try and hold the trash can out and then try and bring? That's a lot. You may not think it's a lot, but it is. Sin says, hello, Miss Jones. Love your outlook on life. Oh my goodness. Um, Intentional frugality and budgeting says, I agree 100%. Praying for others is very powerful. It is indeed. Oh, Bobby Joe says, I just got a van. I got a mattress. Okay, going to start cleaning and detailing interior next. Hope to finish it before fall. Well, that is very, very, very exciting, Bobby. I'll have to do a tour of it when you get it done. Oh my goodness, you're doing a DIY build. I'll tell you the main thing, you got the main thing, which is a mattress so you can have a comfortable night's sleep. If you've got that, you can deal with everything else on your own time and schedule and budget. All right. Well, guys, I am heading out of here. And oh, Kathy Upson, new to the channel. Hello, Kathy. Welcome, welcome. So many, oh my goodness. Hey, under the tornado. So many new folks in here. I'm so glad to see you. Oh my goodness. Savannah says it's 50 and raining there. All right. I'm heading out. Debbie says maybe any leftover money could be used as a gift card for gas or groceries or something. Well, or I just give the money to her, rather than a gift card, let her use it wherever she wants it. If I give her a gift card to one place and she can only go there, so I think just if it's left over, just give it to her and she could use it wherever and however she needs it. Yes, Savannah, there are a very lot of good people in the world. Very, very, very lot. Um, Sheila says one, I mean six. Uh-oh. I'm not sure. All right. Sheila says 61. Okay. Um, all right, guys. I am heading out, out, out. And I want to thank Jessica's laughing because I've said that 18 times. Uh, yeah, Soggy Nomad's talking about the challenges of dealing with animal hoarders. My goodness. All right. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, Laura. It's not. But uh, Patty says that homeschooled 6 kids over 2 decades. Oh, well, that is great. I'm happy to hear that. Based on how your daughter responded, you must have done a good job, Patty. All right. Martin one says taxes in New Jersey are high and cost of living is high. Yep, yep. Uh, Laura says husband retired. I wonder if we can even afford to take a trip. Well, if you plan it out, I don't know what your finances are, but if you plan it out and maybe do house sitting, do a house sitting somewhere, because other than transportation to get to where you're going, the most expensive thing is lodging, and then after that is food. So if you get lodging taken care of by house sitting, that's covering a lot of your expenses right there. All right. I am Mary says be careful with e-bike. I know a lot of people who've broken bones for falling off. Yeah, I was in the hair salon when Jessica was getting her hair done, and a person got a call that their best friend's son young son at 8 had just fallen off a e-bike and got seriously injured, had to be e-flighted, but air flighted rather. But Mary, I don't plan to go more than about maybe 2 miles an hour. So I don't think now the only way that I'll get injured is if someone behind me is angry and runs into me because I'm going too slow. But I don't plan on going fast. I can tell you that now. Uh oh yeah, Ram Pro Master. That's what I have. That's what I have. Uh Bobby Joe says I don't think full time is for me unless it becomes necessary. I want to have it ready just in case for an occasional weekend trip. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. A lot of people are doing that as a backup plan, and I think that's wise, to do. Yeah. Bonnie Martin says I agree on the squatters. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me started there. Soggy Nomad brought a moped last week. Oh my goodness! Wow, gets 65 miles per gallon. Oh my goodness. All right, folks, I'm heading out. I don't see any more ones. Uh, no, Miss Jones, there's not a GoFundMe for Teresa. If she wants to set one up, I've never set one up. So if she wants to set one up, I'm asking her, but I'm not going to set it up and put it in my name. I don't want anything in my name, any further things in my name. So yeah, there's no GoFundMe for her. So if possible, maybe one of you guys knows how to set one up and you can tell me and I can share it with her. But I don't want to have my hands in the pool of monies from any GoFundMe. Some people set one up for a woman and a couple, and it was a big news story. It was horrible. So no, 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 no. I have been asked many, many, many times to set up GoFundMe's, and I just don't do that. Sorry. All right, all right. Uh, uh, Illinois South 65 says, "Hey everyone, yeah, I need help. I got my van fixing to go on the road. I need to see if I can drive with others first to get feel of it. I would suggest you contact Home on Wheels Alliance. They used to have a thing called Let's Camp Together, but I would check with them because they used to have caravans. Also, online, there are several. Just go on and start looking up van life groups, van life travel groups, all kinds of things. There's so many on Facebook, and you have to vet people and be careful. Don't just and I wouldn't let them in your van, but I would say that there are ways to find people to go traveling with. Also, there are a lot of van life meetups. If you go online and look up van life meetups, you'll be able to find different ones. And if you go to meetups, I have met some wonderful people at van life meetups. I met a very dear friend, Cheryl. I've met Judy, who's on here today. I met a lot of people at van life meetups that are forever friends now. So those are some ways, Illinois South, that you can meet some people to travel with. Okay. Yeah, Mary, Texas no property tax. I also think Nevada has no property tax. Yeah, you can contact me. You can email me if you want, Illinois South. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, Laura, I got to go too. All right. I'm Jessica's going, I know. All right, folks, I'm just trying to, hey, dogs are our best friend. Hello. Just trying to, yeah, I know what you mean, as far as tips, Illinois. Hit me up on Gmail, um, and we'll talk. Yeah, Bob Wells is a great resource, a great resource. Anybody doing a live today? I don't know if anyone else, but there may be. If you guys know anyone, let them know. Moderators, I hope you dropped your links. Moderators, in fact, moderators, from now on, would you just drop your links at the very beginning and start of the live? That way, if I miss it or something, you've got it on there. Hi, Lucretia. It looks like I missed saying hello to Lucretia. Hello, Lucretia. How are you? Liberty, Serenity, hello, hello. Okay, I am out of here. I know I have missed some people and I am so sorry, but gotta go. I am supposed to have been at this meetup a long time ago. So love each and every one of you. Do check out that video. It's encouraging. We got it done. Yay! And everyone in here, do hit a thumbs up for me, would you please? I always forget to say that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. It helps, it helps. And if you would share out the video and any videos of mine that you watch, if you would share them out to 5, 10, however many people, that would so help. I love you. Till next time, I hope your journeys are filled with joy and blessing. And I will see you next time. All right, I'm going to try and end this puppy here. You guys know I